Hi, this is Kathy with the Backyard Garden, and I haven't posted in a while, but I kind of have a jungle going on. These are my tiger melons, starting to die down, but we still have probably 10 on the plant. There's the asparagus. I pulled up kajaris and cucamelons, and I planted green beans. The reason for planting green beans in the fall for me is because I was told that the green bean plants, they put nitrogen back in the soil. So they are beneficial to the soil. So even if I don't get a crop, at least my soil will be have the nitrogen back in it. And there's a loofah. I still have this tomato plant. It's called a sun sugar. And these little orange tomatoes, good golly, they are so good. It's a sun sugar, and I got it from Atwood's, and the brand is Red Dirt. It's a Red Dirt tomato from the company Red Dirt. And there's some of my beans they're growing. Let's put this one here, through here and here. See if we can get it climbing up. And they're climbing. This is a bush bean. This is my poblano pepper plant. It's huge once I got the tomatoes out. And I'm actually starting to get a bunch of more poblanos. Hopefully they'll get big. That's my lemon balm, and I definitely need to trim it back. And I'm going to collect these and get the seeds out of them. So I'll have lemon balm seeds. So if anybody wants lemon balm seeds, you can message me, and I will send you some. These are green beans again. Some of them are doing good, some of them aren't. I need to replenish the dirt in these pots. I have tons of these, and that's ground cherries. They're coming up. If you can see in the ground right there, they're coming up everywhere. Well, the camera was focusing on the fence, but they are coming up everywhere. I planted some peas. Usually I'm pretty successful with peas, but it's been so hot that they come up and then they just die. Because we've been in the 90s to the hundreds, over 100. So this is my moringa tree. There's 2 of them. I'm going to transplant those in the spring. And this is more green beans, and I planted peas here. There's 1 pea coming up, but they're just not coming up very good. There's another pea coming up. Okay, so this thing that's gone absolutely crazy is a gourd plant. I don't know the official name of it, but it's the one that makes these birdhouse gourds. Oh my gosh, what is that? What's on the back of the... I've had a real problem with aphids, and that could be what's getting on my leaves right there. It could be aphids. I've had a terrible problem. Anyway, there's a pretty one of the birdhouse gourds. And they're hidden all in here. It's all on the fence. I don't know if you can see that with the sun. And over here, we have the bell pepper plants. And I've gotten, well, that's part of the pumpkin plant, because it has decided to grow up amongst my bell pepper plants. That's the pumpkin plant, way up there. So anyway, I have bell peppers still growing. For some reason, peppers like the heat, so they do okay. And I have these little bitty pumpkins. And then I have butternut squash. I'm gonna have to read up on those because I don't know much about them. And let's go over here. Here's my pepper plant. These are the sweet peppers, and it's pretty much loaded. Oh, there's a few. Let's see if these are ready. Yeah, here's one that's ready. Sweet pepper plants. These are so good. Then I have a bell pepper, an orange one in there. And have some yellow ones over here. But look at this. There's my pumpkin. Looks like I'm only gonna get one this year that I can see. If you can. This is all pumpkin plants and the gourd plant. So there's probably pumpkins hidden in there, but I can't really get in there, but I'll see them once we have a frost. But I do know there's one in there. So excuse me while I climb out of here. I try to get out here without stepping on the plants. And there's another lemon cucumber come back to take over again. Those things are very invasive. Their cucumbers are good, but they are very invasive. But the cows love the cucumbers, so I'm gonna let it grow. Now I have another pumpkin in here. There it is. There it is, right there. See the stem on that thing? It's huge. So I'm excited about that because I did plant a giant pumpkin plant this year. See, that's the pumpkin growing all down there, going across there. It's like a jungle in there. It's actually kind of fun trying to find everything that's growing. Strawberries are still, they're under here, but the pumpkin plant it's reaching into my greenhouse. There's my greenhouse. Now, that's loofah. I didn't even plant loofah this year, but it has just taken over here. That's loofah coming up the side of my greenhouse and growing all through here. And there's a big loofah right there. Oh, and there's one with a frog on it. Hello, froggy. So this is my asparagus tub. And you can see the asparagus have just grown like crazy. And here's another pumpkin plant that's kind of really reached out. Not sure where it's going, but I'm gonna have to turn it back towards the fence. But let's walk over here. We have pumpkins mixed in with loofah. That's loofah on the fence and going behind the greenhouse. And all of these are different pumpkins. And I haven't seen any pumpkins over here, but there's a loofah on the ground. There's another loofah. I seem to be able to grow loofahs, even if I'm not trying. But I haven't seen any pumpkins over here. So, yeah, I'm really looking and I don't see any. See, this loofah's reaching way out here. And there it is, there's one on the ground. And then, this is funny. I don't know how this loofah reached up, but it reached up and it grabbed this mimosa tree. And it's growing in the mimosa tree, and there's a loofah hanging from the mimosa tree. And I know most people say mimosa tree's a weed tree, but I love it. It smells good, it's pretty, and I like it when it blooms. That's my my jalapeno that's not hot. I've started my lettuce growing. It's just kind of taking over this bed, all of my lettuce. And that's my jalapeno plant. That is different varieties of lettuce, so I couldn't really tell you what's what. I apologize for that, but I just threw the seeds out there. That's my raspberry. And then I planted a sunflower. And some green beans again. And then let's pan over here. I apologize for this. Oh, y'all gotta see this. That is Mr. Spider. There we go. Now it's focusing. She's been here all summer. I had like 4 or 5 of them, but the other ones have disappeared. Okay. This is fennel. I've let it go to seed, or trying to go to seed. I need to figure out how to collect the seeds. But the other day, I grabbed some of this and I ate it. And let me tell you, this is so good. My husband didn't like it, but I do. It's sweet and it's kind of licoricey. Tastes like licorice. I love it. So I eat it raw every time I come out to the garden. I guess it's okay to eat it raw, because I do. I haven't died yet, so I guess it's okay. These are green beans growing up. I planted several different kinds of vining green beans. One is the long Chinese noodle bean. And I didn't mark my plants. I'm bad about that. Some plants I know exactly what they are. But all of the bean plants look exactly alike. So I'm sorry, I don't know which is which. But I have some bush beans and vining beans in here, in both spots. This is my elderberry tree. And it's in one of the felt grow bags, and I'm going to transplant it in the spring. This is eggplant. We eat eggplant, but not as much as what we've been getting. But aren't they pretty? That's just pretty. And there's more green beans and the fennel. And I have a tomato plant. So maybe I might get some fall tomatoes. Not really sure, but hopefully I will. Let's go over this way. Okay, last night I finally got some brassicas in the ground. Not sure how it's gonna go because, like I said, it's been so hot and it's almost October and it's just extremely hot. Well, today's been good. But I have broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. And I have more to plant. I have kale. But like I said, it's been so hot, I can't really... Other things are still producing, which that would normally not be producing anymore. So kind of puts us in a position of, what do you do? Do you pull up stuff that's producing to get your other stuff started when it might not even make because it's so hot? So I have kale and some cabbage and other brassicas over here waiting to go in the ground. And they don't look good because it's been so hot. Anyway, just wanted to give y'all an update on my garden, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.